What I'd like to talk about tonight is identifying your triggers and what are some steps that you can take to overcome this. And over some time, I've learned that becoming overwhelmed was one of my biggest triggers. And I'm going to talk about some steps that I've incorporated in my life that allowed me to understand this first and foremost, and what do I do to try to stay out of that fear-based anxiety overthinking mode. First things first, I remember I would start to just write out how I felt. And it could be as simple as I'm sad, I'm angry, and just keep writing. And ultimately, that led to something bigger, way beneath the surface, but it got me outside of myself and it allowed me to read what I was writing, and then I was able to challenge myself and say, was I actually feeling that? The second piece of advice that I would give is to practice mindfulness. Breathe in, meditation, prayer, exercise. There's various ways that I guess one would consider to be mindfulness, but I would consider to check in with yourself and just see where your breath is. The third piece of advice I would give is therapy, whether it be CBT or talk therapy or group therapy. Getting it out, putting it out in the universe is the first form of manifestation. And when you talk about something, you bring it to light. And just think about it for one moment. Like, what is a trigger that you had? And even if you don't know in this second, ask yourself, well, if you did know, then what would your answer be? And go with that. And another piece of advice that I would give is self-love. I've learned over time that one of the biggest reasons of why we feel anxiety, why we feel fear, rejection, whatever it may be, is often from self-esteem. It's from a lack of self-love. And I've been very intentional with my thoughts. When negative self-talk tends to creep in, I replace it with a positive affirmation. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, because there's no such thing. However, I've been very intentional with what I let into my mind, because I know how I operate. And if I allow something to come in to rob me of my inner peace, it's going to just open the door. And then next thing you know, you've just gone down a whole entire rabbit hole. So I would incorporate to find ways to do more self-love, self-care. Find your tool belt, get that massage, go have fun, live life. Life is meant to be lived. It's not meant to be depressing or sad. We're meant to prosper. We're meant to connect. We're meant to be the best human that we can be, and expect good things to happen, because good things are going to happen for you. I can feel it.